Ang ikalawang salot, ang napakaraming palaka. Exodus 8 verses 1 to 32. Matapos noon, sinabi ni Yahweh kay Moises, "Pumunta ka sa Faraon. Sabihin mong ito ang ipinasasabi ko. Payagan mo nang umalis ang mga Israelita upang sumamba sa akin. Kapag hindi ka pumayag, patuloy kong pahihirapan ang buong Ehipto. Pupunuin ko ng palaka ang ilog Nilo. Papapasukin ng mga ito ang palasyo at aakyatin pati higaan mo. Papasukin din ng mga ito ang bahay ng mga tauhan mo at lahat ng mga Ehipsyo. Ganon din ang inyong mga lutuan at lalagyan ng pagkain. Ikaw, ang iyong mga tauhan at ang buong bayan ay pahihirapan nito." Sinabi pa ni Yahweh, "Sabihin mo kay Aaron na itapat niya sa ilog ang kanyang tungkod, gayon din sa mga kanal at mga lawa, upang mapuno ng palaka ang buong Ehipto." Ganun nga ang ginawa ni Aaron. Umahon sa ilog ang mga palakang di mabilang sa dami at kumalat sa buong Ehipto. Ngunit gaya rin ito ng mga salamangkero sa pamamagitan ng kanilang lihim na karunungan. Ipinatawag ng Paraon sina Moises at Aaron. Sinabi niya, "Hilingin ninyo kay Yahweh na alisin ang mga palakang ito at papayagan ko na kayong maghandog sa kanya." Sinabi ni Moises, "Karangalan kong malaman kung kailan ninyo nais na idalangin ko kayo kay Yahweh, pati ang inyong mga tauhan at nasasakupan, at mawawala na ang mga palaka, maliban ang mga nasa ilog. Bukas kung ganoon," sabi ni Faraon. "Matutupad po ayon sa inyong sinasabi, para malaman ninyo na walang kapantay ang Diyos naming si Yahweh. Mawawala ang mga palaka at ang mga matitira lamang ay ang mga nasa ilog." Lumakad na sina Moises at Aaron, at katulad ng pangako nila, idilangin ni Moises na alisin na ang mga palakang nagpapahirap sa Faraon. Tinugon naman ni Yahweh ang mga ito at namatay lahat ang mga palaka sa mga bahay at mga bukid. Ibinunton ng mga Ehipsyo ang mga patay na palaka at umalingasaw ang baho nito sa buong Ehipto. Ngunit nagmatigas muli ang Paraon nang ito'y makahinga na naman ng maluwag. At tulad ng sinabi ni Yahweh, hindi pa rin siya nakinig kina Moises at Aaron. Iniutos ni Yahweh kina Moises at sinabi na sabihin ni Aaron na ihampas sa lupa ang tungkod upang maging niknik ang lahat ng mga alikabok sa buong Ehipto. Inihampas nga ni Aaron ang tungkod at ang lahat ng alikabok sa buong Ehipto ay naging niknik na labis na nagpahirap sa mga tao at mga hayop. Pinilit ng mga salamangkero na magpalitaw ng mga niknik din sa pamamagitan ng lihim nilang karunungan, ngunit hindi nila ito nagawa. At ang mga tao't hayop ay patuloy na pinahihirapan ng mga niknik. At dahil dito'y sinabi ng mga salamangkero kay Faraon, Diyos na ang may gawa nito. Ngunit hindi rin natin natinag ang kalooban ng Faraon. Hindi rin siya nakinig kina Moises at Aaron, tulad ng sinabi ni Yahweh. Dahil dito sinabi ni Yahweh kay Moises, bukas ng umaga, hintayin mo ang Faraon pagpunta niya sa ilog at sabihin mong payagan na niyang umalis ang mga Israelita upang sumamba sa akin. Kapag hindi niya pinayagan, padadagsain ko siya ng makapal na langaw. Pati ang kanyang mga tauhan at mga kababayan. Mapupuno ng langaw ang mga bahay ng mga Ehipto, pati ang lupang kanilang lalakaran. Ngunit ililigtas ko ang lapuin ng Goshen, ang tirahan ng mga Israelita. Hindi ko sila padadalhan ni isa mang langaw para malaman niyang akong si Yahweh, ang siyang makapangyarihan sa lupaing ito. Sa pamamagitan ng kababalaghang gagawin ko bukas, ipapakita ko na iba ang pagtingin ko sa aking bayan at sa kanyang bayan. Kinabukasan ginawa nga ni Yahweh. Dumagsa sa Ehipto ang makapal na langaw hanggang sa mapuno ang palasyo ng Faraon, ang bahay ng mga tauhan niya at ang buong Ehipto. Dahil dito'y nasalanta ang buong bansa. Kaya pinatawag ng Faraon sina Moises at Aaron at sinabi, sige, maghandog na kayo sa inyong Diyos. Huwag lamang kayong lalabas ng Ehipto. Sumagot si Moises, hindi po maaring dito sa Ehipto. Magagalit po sa amin ang mga Ehipsyo kapag nakita nila kaming naghahandog kay Yahweh sa paraang kasuklam-suklam sa kanila. Tiyak na babatuhin nila kami hanggang sa mamatay. Ang kailangan po'y maglakbay kami ng 3 araw at sa ilang kami maghahandog ng handog kay Yahweh tulad ng utos niya sa amin. Sinabi ni Faraon, papayagan ko kayong umalis, ngunit huwag kayong masyadong lalayo at ipanalangin din ninyo ako. Sumagot si Moises, pag alis ko po rito'y ipapanalangin ko kay Yahweh na alisin na ang inyong mga langaw. Gayon din ang inyong mga tauhan na nasasakupan, ngunit huwag ninyo kaming dadayain. Huwag ninyo kaming hahadlangan sa paghahandog namin kay Yahweh. Umalis si Moises at nanalangin. Tinugon naman niya at tinugon ni Yahweh ang dasal nito at umalis nga ang mga langaw, walang natira ni isa man. Ngunit nagmatigas pa rin ang Faraon. Hindi niya pinayagang umalis ang mga Israelita. Exodus 8 verses 1 to 32. English version. Then the Lord said to Moses, go to Pharaoh and say to him, this is what the Lord says, let my people go so that they may worship me. If you refuse to let them go, I will send a plague of frogs on your whole country. The Nile will teem with frogs. They will come up into your palace and your bedroom, and unto your bed, and into the houses of your officials, and on your people, and into ovens and kneading trough. The frogs will come up on you and your people and all your officials. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, stretch out your hand with your staff over the streams and canals and ponds, and make frogs to come up on the land of Egypt." So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land. But the magicians did the same thing by their secret arts, and they also made frogs come up on the land of Egypt. Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Pray to the Lord to take the frogs away from me and my people, and I will let your people go to offer sacrifices to the Lord." Moses said to Pharaoh, "I leave to you the honor of setting the time for me to pray for you and your officials and your people, that you and your houses may be rid of frogs, except for those that remain in the Nile." "Tomorrow," Pharaoh said. Moses replied, "It will be as you say, so that you may know there is no one like the Lord our God. The frogs will leave you and your houses, your officials and your people. They will remain only in the Nile." After Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh, Moses cried out to the Lord about the frogs he had brought on Pharaoh. And the Lord did what Moses asked. The frogs died in the houses and the courtyards and in the field. They were piled into heaps, and the land reeked of them. But when Pharaoh saw that there was relief, he hardened his heart again and would not listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the ground. And throughout the land of Egypt, the dust will become gnats." They did this, and when Aaron stretched out his hand with the staff and struck the dust of the ground, gnats came out on people and animals. And all the dust throughout the land of Egypt became gnats. But when the magician tried to produce gnats by their secret arts, they could not. Since the gnats were on people and animals everywhere, the magician said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he would not listen, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Get up early in the morning and confront Pharaoh as he goes to the river, and say to him this: This is what the Lord had said. Let my people go, so that they may worship me. If you do not let my people go, I will send swarms of flies on you and your officials, and your people, and into your houses. The houses of Egyptians will be full of flies, even the ground will be covered with flies. But on that day I will deal differently with the land of Goshen, where my people live. No swarms of flies will be there, so that you will know that I, the Lord, am in this land. I will make a distinction between my people and your people. This sign will occur tomorrow. And the Lord did this. Then swarm of flies poured into Pharaoh's palace and into the houses of his officials throughout Egypt. The land was ruined by the flies. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Go sacrifice to your God here in the land." But Moses said, "That would not be right. The sacrifice we offer to the Lord our God would be detestable to the Egyptians. And if we offer sacrifices that are detestable to their eyes, will they not stone us? We must take a 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer the sacrifices to the Lord our God as He commanded us." Pharaoh said, "I will let you go to offer sacrifices to the Lord your God in the wilderness. But you must not go very far. Now pray for me." Moses answered, "As soon as I leave you, I will pray to the Lord, and tomorrow the flies will leave Pharaoh and his officials and his people. Only let Pharaoh be sure that he does not act deceitfully again by not letting the people go to offer sacrifices to the Lord." Then Moses left Pharaoh and prayed to the Lord. And the Lord did what Moses asked. The flies left Pharaoh and his officials and his people. Not a fly remained. But this time also Pharaoh hardened his heart and would not let the people go.